we're supposed to have more joy. Read John 15:11.
These things have I spoken unto you, that my joy might remain in you, and your joy might be full.
Glory to God. I greet you with Jesus' joy.
Welcome to FLEX's Seasons of Joy. With your host, Chanel Martinez.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to FLEX Radio Show Season of Joy. And today is a very special show because it is FLEX's 20th birthday. Woo! Those are some really weak woos, but woo! Okay, so I'm your host, Chanel, along with my co-host, Deidre. And today on the show, we have two lovely guests. We have past Miss K-Man, Miss Mariah Tibbetts, and Mr. Lloyd Barker. Hello.
Hello, hello.
The Bible verse of the day is taken from James 3, verse 13. Who is wise and understanding among you? Let him show by his good life his works in meekness of wisdom.
As always, you can join in on our conversation by calling 1-800-534-8255, toll-free courtesy of Flow, or join us on YouTube Live. So let's just get right into the interview. How are you guys today?
I'm doing great. Really can't complain. How are you guys?
I'm not too bad. Can't complain either. I know, Lloyd, this is like your third show with me.
Yeah, I think this is the third show. That's right. Yeah.
Yep, the first time you were here for
Talent Expo.
the Talent Expo, and then you came to talk about your foundation.
Exactly.
And now you're here to talk about Proud.
Yes,
Awesome.
and it's exciting. It's exciting and so good to be here again, and always a pleasure to sit in front of your delightful faces and just talk with you about these positive things.
Awesome. So quickly, can you just tell us what year you were an honoree and what you got nominated for?
I was an honoree in 2014, and I was nominated for academics. I actually just looked up the pictures the other day, and I was a baby. I looked completely different. Definitely. It was a while ago, and if you had asked me this before I looked up the pictures, I probably could not have told you what year it was, but I can confirm it was 2014.
Awesome.
Yes.
And you, Mr. Lloyd?
Yep, and so for me as well, it was in 2014. I was nominated for academics, so just general, I guess, excellence in academics and so on.
Okay.
Do you guys know where your billboard was located?
I definitely know where mine was. I was actually looking for pictures of that, like me standing with the billboard, but you don't want to know the number of pictures I have in my phone nowadays, so I was not going all the way back there. Mine was by the King's Roundabout.
Oh, that's where Joshua Ogaro is now.
Yes,
I think.
exactly.
Yeah, and they had mine by the Jake Scott area, which is very close to where we are right now in the studio. I don't know the actual name of the location, but it's somewhere that, you know, on your way to work, you'd always see it. And a lot of my colleagues used to say, like, I always saw your face when I was coming into work. But yeah.
It's by the National Archives.
There we go.
Yeah.
Right there, literally.
Across from the green building that says Milo on it.
Yes, yes.
That's what I think about when I think of that location. So, do you know who nominated you?
My parents were the ones who nominated me, and they tried to do it as a surprise. And I remember packing up from my semester, my second year, so that would have been my fourth semester away at university in Atlanta. And I got this call that was like, hey, can you come in for a picture for Proud of Them? And I was like, what is going on? But then I kind of connected the dots. And then when I came off the phone and I told my mom, she was like, I knew we should have put my phone number so that it could have been a surprise for you. So it kind of got let out a little early, but my parents did nominate me as a surprise.
Awesome. And you, Mr. Lloyd?
Yeah, I was nominated by Junior Achievement. So I had been heavily involved in Junior Achievement for a number of years, and I also had assisted the program in terms of just recruitment and so forth. And so I think with that continued involvement and the general contributions, they thought I was fit to be nominated. And I know it was in the academic area, but, you know, yeah, they nominated me.
So what was your reaction when you found out you received the award?
I was very honored, proud, obviously. You know, it just felt good to be recognized. I'm sure Lloyd feels the same, like we both worked very hard. all throughout our school years, and you have that intrinsic motivation and, you're proud of yourself, but to know that your country is proud of you really just makes it even better and makes you push even harder to keep going forward.
That's true.
Yeah, and, I totally agree with Mariah. And, for me, it was a really exciting feeling, and especially knowing all of the hard work and sacrifices that are invested, it means a whole lot to know that your country sees the work that you've invested, appreciates the work you've invested, and found it fit to actually recognize you for such hard work and just for your efforts generally, and to recognize you on such a wide stage and wide scale. And there are a bit more that we get out of it from just being on the billboard when it comes to just that national pride, and also the invitation to go to the governor's house to actually be formally recognized as a Proud of Them honoree. So there really are a number of honorable aspects to the award and to the recognition. And so for me, I was really grateful and just excited about such a recognition.
So I know you guys kind of touched this topic already, but what were some of the achievements that assisted you in receiving this award?
Whew, Lloyd, I'll let you go first for this one. I need to rack my brain for a little bit.
Well, I think in 2014, at that time, I would have been in university, so I would not have actually completed my first degrees yet. But I did graduate from Wesleyan Christian Academy in 2011 with honors, and I was a valedictorian there. And I think that would have been the first, starting point, the helpful point. And then I obtained a number of local and overseas scholarships. So I attended the University College of the Cayman Islands for a year, and I was on a local scholarship. And then I went on to Carleton University in 2012. I obtained an overseas scholarship for that, and also obtained a non-legal scholarship from Maples and Calder. And then while at Carleton University, I obtained some additional scholarships throughout my time there. I was on the Dean's List each year, and that would have helped. And so I think when I was recognized for the Proud of Them Billboard Award, that was 2 years into my time at Carleton University. And I think, generally speaking, that's where I would have ended up. I know Mariah did some excellent things. I remember I was at her high school graduation, and I was astounded by the amount of passes she got, but I guess she could tell you
That's
that.
what I was trying to think of just now.
Oh, I remember the number because that stuck out.
Okay, so let me try and get the number right then.
Let's see.
So similar to Lloyd, I graduated high school in 2010, and like we said, we were awarded as a Proud of Them awardee in 2014. So in 2010, when I graduated high school, I got, I believe it was 12 or 13 higher level passes. Let's see if Lloyd can confirm.
I feel as though you got 14 passes.
Okay, it probably was 14. I'm going to call my mom after
You got 14.
14, and I got the Ernst & Young Academic Achievement Award for that, for those higher level passes with honors. And that was high school. I graduated from John Gray, and then I went on to UCCI, where I did my first degree. I finished that in 2012, which was my Associates in Arts and Accounting. And similar to Lloyd, I got Dean's List almost probably every semester. I got highest GPA for several semesters as well, that award. And I also got the Deloitte scholarship to go away to university overseas. And they actually were my scholarship as well here when I was in UCCI. So I was a Deloitte scholarship awardee, and then I continued in UCCI, and then 2012 is when I left. After my associate's degree, I left to go to Atlanta, to Georgia State University, and started my 2 bachelor's degrees. So in 2014, I would have been kind of in the middle of that. And at that point, I was in probably 2 or 3 different honor societies. And then going back now, I just remembered too that I was also in Miss Teen in 2011, and I got the Academic Excellence Award in Miss Teen as well. I know I'm forgetting something probably, but one of the host's eyes are really wide right now, so I think I have overloaded them already. But yes, similar to Lloyd, I was always hardworking in school, always at the top of my class, not just for so, because I actually tried, so I am glad that all of that did eventually get recognized.
I just have one question.
These 14 passes, there were CXC passes?
Yes, and at that point we were kind of transitioning into, there was a few GCSE in there. So the science was transitioning into AQA or whatever that abbreviation is now, but majority of them were CXC, yes. And to answer your question, how I did 14 in total, I did do a few this was before they transitioned to the new system. So I went to John Gray up until year 12. I was the last school year that did that. So I did exams in year 10 and I did exams in year 11 and then I did my final ones in year 12. So I had been doing final exams from the time I entered high school. So that's how I got so much. And I did extra classes on my own. Like I took the initiative. I asked the teacher, can I stay behind on certain days of the week? Can I do this extra class and take the exam with your students? So I really took the initiative to get those passes.
Awesome, because I was thinking 14 SB, not me. We actually have a caller.
Ooh, that's exciting. Oh,
Hello?
I can't hear though.
Hello?
Hello, caller.
Sounds like a scary movie. Lloyd's doing the
Hello,
sound
caller.
effects.
You're on Youth Flex.
It looks like we lost the caller.
Looks like we lost connection. Well, now we're just going to take a quick music break and then we'll get right back into the conversation.
Perfect.
Awesome.
First.
Never been religious. Instead, my mama showered me in kisses. 13 with a big dream, and daddy said I could be anything. So I looked to the stars, found an acoustic guitar, started learning, wrote a couple songs, and people heard them, now they sing along. My friends used to say, I bet you can't wait for the fame. Everyone's gonna know your face, mate. Let me talk specifically. That don't mean shimmy. I wanna keep bits of me to myself. I don't need your publicity all up in my business. That right there is a sickness. Keep it to yourselves. Just fall out of the sky. I've got stars in my eyes. I've had stars in my eyes for many years. Wow, I was showed how I was grown into the woman that I am now. Think of me as a blank sheet of paper. My life is mine. I am the creator. You don't own me. You're not my commentator. Oh, child. See, I once had an idol. I got her voice on a vinyl. And then she turned suicidal. Well, you see, this business is all about survival of the fittest. If you don't go viral, you should quit it. I am the revival of the unfinished. You're my witness.
I wanted the song to feel universal because though the song is personal and it's about me and my journey and me picking up my acoustic guitar at 13 and starting to write all these songs and working out the business, I wanted people to be able to sing that chorus and feel like it was anthemic and feel like they could say, brothers and sisters, I want to make you proud.
Father and Father, I want to make you proud. Brothers and sisters, let me scream out loud. I love you, I love you, yeah. Thank you for everything. I love you.
Thoughts more and more distorted. I just pray I wake up in the morning. She ain't promised it all when we know this, but calling it quits is not in my calling. No, I don't need a penny to complete me, no. He should know. Let all of my elders and my teachers know. She is gold. Wonder has this always been my thesis? Oh, T would know. What is this life that I lead? This is the life of a G. Can I enlighten you, please? I don't ever feel to be like what they're all trying to be. You don't even know I am the one you were dying to meet. What are you finding beneath? Lies dressed as honesty. Honesty, you should follow me down a rabbit hole. I go, I know. Change is scary, we call this life. So what? Move on. I'll always give you the realness, it's tough love. We ride to both heights we always dream of.
I feel lost. I'm not sure what I want to do when I finish school.
You're not alone. So many just don't know what they want to do. And the economy has changed so much, but you know, STEM fields really are the future. Just look at how many businesses have gone online since lockdown.
You know, I do like the idea of building websites.
You should check out the University of the West Indies Open Campus. They have new classes in web development and so much more. They even offer sign language and so many other professional fields. Maybe speaking to them might help you make a decision on your future.
The University of the West Indies Open Campus offers custom-built programs matching your current education level with the qualifications you need to find your place in the Cayman dream. Visit the University of the West Indies at open.uwi.edu or call them today at 946-8322.
Looking for better buys and better selection? You'll find it all at Foster's.
Our new specials catalog is full of better buys, just like Lipton Iced Tea. Save $4.40 on a 12-pack, now only $9.59.
You'll also find better selection in the new catalog, like Good Pop Popsicles, 4-pack, just $4.99, save $1.
And with over 70 products on special in the catalog, it's easy to save big in-store at Foster's and online with Foster's Go.
Foster's, better prices because we care.
Prices good until October 6, 2021. Find more specials at fosters.ky.
2020 vision. If only we had that in 2020. Life can come at us fast. 2020 vision only comes after. This 2021, don't be caught off guard. Stay insured, stay protected. I'm Michael Webster from Cayman Insurance Center. If you're looking for a sure way to protect your family, call me at 925-5433. Don't take chances with your family's future or your valuable assets. Call me today, Michael Webster, at 925-5433.
Youth Flex for all people by young people.
Welcome back, everyone. For those of you who may be just listening in, we are joined by past Miss Cayman and past Proud of Them honoree, Miss Maria Tibbetts, and past Proud of Them honoree, Mr. Lloyd Barker. So just to jump back into the conversation, getting an award as Proud of Them, you're on a billboard, and people see you, people drive past and they see your face and they see your name and they wonder, who are you, you know? And then they might ask around and they find out who you are. And a lot of people knowing you provides you with a lot of opportunities. So by getting this award, were you presented with any opportunities, and what were those opportunities?
Gosh, I mean, when I think about what my life was like after this award, you know, hindsight is 2020. We were just talking about 2020, but hindsight really is 2020. And when I think of the things I went on to do after this award, I don't think I would have had the initiative or the drive to do them if I hadn't gotten it. And I will say that it kind of opened up opportunities. I opened them up for myself, if you get what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. So I pushed myself harder to get a double major. So I got 2 bachelor's degrees instead of just the one. And I only decided that the year after I got Proud of Them. I pushed myself to do my master's degree, which is usually done in a year and a half, and to do it in 1 year and be done after that. You know, I pushed myself to do my professional designation exams while I was working during my first busy season, all that stuff. So I think it did give me the motivation. And I do think it definitely opened doors for me, maybe not in the moment, maybe not in the year 2014, because I was still quite young and didn't really know how to maybe grasp those opportunities. But ever since then, it absolutely has opened opportunities. You know, my scholarship, noticed that, right? My scholarship gave me more opportunities at work, you know, in my internships and everything because of being a Proud of Them honoree. And just in school, being able to put that on my resume really means a lot, you know? So it did open up opportunities for me, definitely.
Okay. And Mr. Lord, before you answer, we
Right.
have a caller.
Yes.
Yes.
Hello, caller.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Flex.
Good afternoon.
Mariah. Ms. Kiman, and good afternoon to Mr. Barker. I'd like to offer my congratulations to you, Flex, for 20 years of purpose and fulfillment. You have made a difference to young people in our country. Thank you very much, Mr. Miles. And I'd like to thank our guests in studio today for their remarkable accomplishment and the fact that they are an example to others who are striving and are probably challenged, but you are a fine example of the success of Cayman youth. Youth Flex has been like a broadcasting university for youngsters in the Cayman Islands for the last 20 years. And I've been a witness, and I would like to offer my congratulations to you. The youngsters who are running the program today, you can fast forward and look at what you're going to be doing a little later on in life and reflect on what Youth Flex has contributed to your journey. Mariah and Mr. Barker, I'm looking forward to your continued presence in our public scenes, and knowing that the best is yet to come. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much,
That was
sir.
very sweet. Thank you.
Thanks a whole lot for those really kind words and encouraging words. And I always say that we can never have too much encouragement. We can never have too much support. And I and Mariah are truly grateful for such encouraging words. So a huge thanks for that.
Yeah, and a thank you to you as well, sir, because a couple years on the line, this is exactly what I'll be doing in the future with my career goal.
Aww.
So
Yeah.
going back to you, Mr. Barker.
Yes.
What were there any opportunities that you were presented with post Proud?
Yeah, well, I think that some of the things that would have come out of that was, first of all, people's curiosities as to, well, who is this person, or who are the other people who are on the various billboards, and what were they recognized for. And I think as well, the first thing that perhaps we would all gain from being a Proud of Them recipient, a Proud of Them honoree, is the respect of our community. And that's truly important, because first, when we gain respect, when we obtain respect from others, then there are just general opportunities that come out of that. People want to hear you speak. People want to see your presence, to feel your presence. They want your involvement and your contributions. And so I think there will be, or there would have been, a number of things that I wouldn't have been able to quantify or to say, well, this was actually because of Proud of Them, but I know with the recognition and respect that would have come out of it, that it would have opened a lot of doors. And similarly, as Mariah had mentioned, being a Proud of Them honoree really is an encouraging thing, and it helps to inspire not only others but also the honoree. I myself was inspired by the fact that I was recognized by the government for such a prestigious award, and it helped to push me further. It helped to encourage me. And despite the fact that at that point I would have achieved quite a bit from an academic standpoint, I would have been going through challenging times generally, just being a university student at the time. And in the same way as I mentioned earlier that we can't have too much encouragement, Proud of Them, the recognition actually helped to encourage me and helped to inspire me to continue and to work harder and to strive for more. And it's a nice feeling when you're being appreciated and when you're being recognized, right? You kind of want to do even more, even though you're doing it from a genuine aspect and just out of pure passion and interest. It's nice when someone says, good work, good job. We like encouragement. We like positive reinforcement. So all of that would have really come through being a Proud of Them honoree.
So when you were a Proud of Them honoree, do you think that people looked up to you?
I believe so. And I think this goes hand in hand with the idea of respect and also just inspiration. There are a lot of young people who would love to be a Proud of Them honoree, and perhaps they're not at that age as yet, or perhaps they're working on fine-tuning their community service or their general professional involvements, their entrepreneurship or their academics, and that would be by way of one day being a Proud of Them honoree. So I think you inadvertently will have young people and others just generally looking up to you, because when people see excellence, they usually appreciate it, because excellence speaks hard work, excellence speaks sacrifice, commitment, discipline, dedication, and you're being willing and able to do something that others perhaps aren't willing to do, and that's really what sets us apart. And so I think when other young people see that, they're inspired by that. They respect it first, and they're inspired by it. So I do believe that there would have been others who would have definitely been inspired by our being a Proud of Them honoree.
Yep, I definitely agree. I mean, I am a big sister. I have younger siblings, so I can confirm that people definitely looked up to us as Proud of Them honorees, you know, and just being in school and having younger grades below you, people would definitely look up to that accomplishment and congratulate us in school. So you knew people were seeing it, and I personally hope that that was the case. I really do hope that people younger than me saw that and felt like it was attainable for them, you know, and used that as an inspiration for them as well to work hard too.
Awesome. And in what ways did the award influence your future choices and decisions?
Well, I kind of spoke to this a little bit, and I'll just kind of summarize again. It definitely pushed me to work harder and just go that extra mile that I probably wouldn't have done had I not been an awardee, because as Lloyd had said, it feels good to be appreciated. It feels good to know that your hard work is being recognized, so you keep working harder and just getting to the next milestone. So it pushed me to get a second bachelor's degree. It pushed me to finish my master's degree in a shorter period of time. It pushed me to get my professional designation in a shorter amount of time as well. It pushed me to, even though they might not seem related, it pushed me to do things like enter Miss Cayman. And then here I am 3 years later after being at Miss Universe, being Miss Cayman, doing things I never thought I would do. So it really just pushed me to, I think, step out of my comfort zone. Your comfort zone is a very comfortable place to be, so it helped me get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And I think I would not be where I am today if it weren't for Proud of Them. So I do owe a lot of my success to being a Proud of Them honoree.
Yeah, and in the same way, I think with being a Proud of Them honoree, it would have, as I would have also mentioned prior, it would have helped to encourage me to just continue to work hard and to also appreciate that sometimes your rewards come later. A lot of times when we're working towards a particular goal, we tend to lose patience because we're trying to just achieve right now. We're trying to achieve just immediately. And so that idea of instant gratification and not really appreciating that it's all about a journey, and there are treasures that we ought to collect along the way. It's not just about that ultimate goal. It's also about the lessons and experiences and challenges that we face and also overcome along the way. And with Proud of Them, I never would have thought when I went off to university or even when I graduated from high school that that would actually birth the award for me, right? And so sometimes we're doing our hard work now, not realizing that there are certain trophies that we're not deliberately working towards that will actually come our way. And so with that, it has encouraged me to continue, because there are additional treasures that I can collect along the way, additional trophies, and also by way of the Pursuit of Excellence Foundation that I came and spoke about some weeks back. We also have the Pursuit of Excellence Award, which does something similar, recognizes students for their excellence in character and community service and also in academics. And actually, I had actually established that award the very same year that I got the Proud of Them recognition. And, you know, it is a way for me to recognize other young people for their excellence in those various areas and to recognize well-rounded students. And just knowing the feeling I got from being a Proud of Them honoree, I can now imagine and understand the feeling that other young people will get from being a Pursuit of Excellence Award honoree. And that helps to encourage me to keep that going, right? So sometimes these experiences and these awards help to kind of stimulate your minds in a way that will encourage new things, right? Which can help others. And that's important because it's not just about our being recognized, but also about our being able to pay that forward.
Okay. And just listening to both of you talk, was there any moment of your proud journey where you thought the pressure of I can't mess up because I'm on a billboard, and if people see me mess up, then they won't think I'm worthy of this award?
I'll let Lloyd take it away first.
Yeah, I think in terms of pressure, I think it's more just helping to maintain a standard, just because we aren't perfect, we do make mistakes, and we ought not to put such pressure on ourselves that, oh, we can't make any mistakes and we can't mess up. But I think it is important for us to consider standards and to consider what we represent and to recognize and appreciate the fact that the government has recognized us as ambassadors for the country and has done so in a way where our photos and names are up there for everyone to see and know. And if anything at all, we should have that kind of encouragement and that desire to maintain a standard of excellence, because that's what it really represents. And you want people to continue to be proud of you, and you ought to want to be proud of yourself as well. So yes, it's proud of them, but it's also proud of me. You want to feel proud, you want to feel good about what you're doing. So for me, it wasn't necessarily a pressure, it was more just the challenge to maintain a certain standard of excellence.
Yep, I definitely echo Lloyd's sentiments. And I will say, just even before proud of them, I have always been the person to put pressure on myself and feel I was a perfectionist, unfortunately, before proud of them, before all of that, before going off to university. And I slowly realized through things like being in Miss Teen that perfection actually isn't attainable. So by the time I had reached proud of them to be an honoree, that was 2014, and I was in Miss Teen 2011. I was slowly starting to realize that, you know, I'm not perfect and I will make mistakes. But exactly like Lloyd said, things like that being recognized in the community holds you to a higher standard. And we were the type of people that always held ourselves to a certain high standard anyway before this, but that kind of just took it up a notch, took it to an extra level, you know, because you have more eyes on you, and it's not to be perfect, like he said, it's just to make sure you're proud of yourself at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So what advice would you give to any young people that may want to be on the billboard one day?
Well, first of all, definitely you can do it. Absolutely. And going back to what Lloyd had kind of said earlier, it may seem like you're working so hard right now, you're doing everything you can do, and you're wondering, why am I not being recognized? Why am I not on there yet? And your time will come. It will all happen when it's meant to happen. So if you don't have it right now, continue to work hard. Don't give up on yourself just because you're not reaping the rewards right here instantly, because it could come years later, and that might be the push you need to do something the year after or 2 years after that. So just be patient. And another thing I will say, because like Lloyd said, he got nominated by his junior achievement team and I got nominated by my parents. Don't be afraid to nominate yourself. Clap for yourself, please, people, because if you don't do it, who else will? So don't be afraid. If you feel like you're working that hard and you're like, I am a good person, I am a good student, I work so hard and I'm proud of myself, I encourage you, please nominate yourself. The nominations close this Thursday. If you don't feel like, well, that's tomorrow. If you don't feel like you have enough gathered by tomorrow, they do this, I think, twice a year, right? Or at least a couple times a year, maybe. At least once a year, I can confirm that. Once a year, yeah. I thought it was every semester, but they do this frequently, so there's always the next round. So gather up your documents and nominate yourself.
Yes, and I just want to say as well, for young people wanting to be a proud of them honoree, continue to work hard, believe in yourself, and know that it is very much possible. I think a lot of times people see others and think that perhaps they were just born with excellence, or they were just born with whatever greatness they are emitting, whatever the greatness that they represent and they reflect. And really and truly, sometimes we forget all of the hard work, and sometimes we just don't know all of the hard work that's invested. We see people with certain treasures and certain rewards and awards, and we have no idea the work that would have been invested in order to obtain it, and also the work being invested to maintain it. And so I think for people out there, it's about believing that you too can win. It's helpful and it's great for us to clap for others, and it's great for us to encourage other people and to say, I'm proud of you, I support you, and to help others. But don't forget the importance in clapping for yourself, as Mariah mentioned, supporting yourself, and also encouraging yourself to say, you can win too, right? And we first have to believe it. I know so many people in my space and just people who have spoken to me generally about where they've come from and where they're trying to go. And some people's stories have truly amazed me, because I think the normal kind of approach based on some of their backgrounds and environments would have been just to say, let me just settle for mediocrity. I'm not going to try hard. People don't expect anything great from me anyway. And some of those very same people got up, they got out there, they strapped on their faith, they strapped on their belief in themselves, and they got to work. They remained consistent, they remained committed, and they remained hungry. And now they're eating. Now they're successful. Now they're doing their thing, and there's even more greatness in store. So for anybody out there who wants to be a Proud of Them honoree, or who wants to achieve excellence in any way, shape, or form, work hard, not just in academics, but in all respects. When you're helping other people, do it to the best of your ability. When you're doing things for yourself, do it to the best of your ability, because you never know how something can come full circle and reward you. I was in junior achievement, and the advisors and heads of junior achievement would have recognized my investment. And through junior achievement, not necessarily being an academic program, I was awarded, right? Or I was nominated and then awarded. So you never know what involvement is going to be your stepping stone to your next achievement.
Thank you so much for that. And we're just going to take a quick music break, and we'll get right back to the conversation.
You're my friend, favorite companion, gives me strength, when I can count on. I find you, I find you, I find you when I seek your face. I hear you, I hear you, I hear you calling my name. So I run to you, 'cause my life is in you. I can see my way clear, unless you're standing right here. I'm not there. When it comes to Jesus, no other satisfies. When trouble tries to overtake me, in His presence I will hide. When I don't know, I mean just don't know where to go from here. The words you say light the way every day, so I don't need to fear. So I So I run to you, 'cause my life is in you. I can see my way clear unless you're standing right here. I'm nothing, God, I'm nothing without you. Nothing without.
You can now renew your driver's license or motor vehicle license online. And you don't need an ESID number. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Visit www.dvdl.gov.ky.
2020 vision. If only we had that in 2020. Life can come at us fast. 2020 vision only comes after. This 2021, don't be caught off guard. Stay insured, stay protected. I'm Michael Webster from Cayman Insurance Center. If you're looking for a sure way to protect your family, call me at 925-5433. Don't take chances with your family's future or your valuable assets. Call me today, Michael Webster, at 925-5433.
A national sport, an international phenomenon, a way of life.
In any land in the world, and he would never strike a ball more pure.
Football binds a community and can build a nation.
Ozil clips it in. Well done!
Better, faster, stronger, and united.
This is the league we want to watch.
From the pitch to the stands, to the field and the sands, we are united. We are Cayman Football.
Youth Flex for all people by young people.
Welcome back, everyone. And just before we get back into the conversation, Jessie has a quick announcement to make.
So, as you guys know, today is our 20th birthday of Youth Flex, and we had a sponsor for our cake today, and it's done by Exquisite Edibles. Her quote is making life's occasions a little bit sweeter. Right now, they're actually hosting a little, what would you call this? Sale for a cause. And it is to raise funds for the Alzheimer's and Dementia Association of the Cayman Islands. You can pre-order by October 4th. And the number to call or WhatsApp is 917-5538. Again, the number to call or WhatsApp is 917-5538. Or you can email to exquisite.edibles@yahoo.com. Again, you can email to exquisite.edibles@yahoo.com. Thank you again, Exquisite Edibles, for donating our 20th birthday cake.
Thank you, Exquisite Edibles, a.k.a. Jessie's mom. And also on that note, yes, today is Youth Flex's 20th birthday. Youth
Finally, they came out the teens.
And on that note, he's not in the studio, but I'd like to welcome our newest Youth Flex crew member, Conrad Thompson. He's the guy who's managing the YouTube live. So he's behind the scenes, but he's
still as important.
Exactly. He's still important, a part of the crew, because without him, it wouldn't be on live and you wouldn't be able to see us here in studio.
And look at our pretty faces,
And Jessie's forehead.
Of course. And don't forget about the eyebrows, too.
So shout out to you, Conrad, and we want to thank you for joining our team. So now let's get right back to the conversation. Like 3 cameras. So yeah, he has a pretty big job to manage 3 cameras.
Yeah.
So we actually have a caller. Ooh. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, caller.
Good afternoon. Yeah, this is Mario Ebanks. How are you doing?
We are good.
How are you?
Good. I just want to call quickly to congratulate you for this 20th year anniversary of Youth Flex, and to say that so very proud of all you young people over the years for hosting this program. But I just want to shout out to Mariah and to my young friend there. I forgot his name now, age, I guess, slipping.
Mr. Barker.
Mr. Parker, Lloyd Parker, yeah. Both of them, Mariah and Lloyd, are young people that I am very proud of, as you know, including a lot of other young people. But I know that Mariah was recently retired as Miss Cayman and did a fantastic job and represented the young people and the country well, locally and globally. And Mariah, I want to ask you a question. Were you a host of Youth Flex years ago before you went off to college?
I was not. It was actually my younger sister Manelli was the host at one point.
I know the one that pivots. Yeah. Okay. Fine. All right. But you did a great job as Miss Cayman, and very impressed by your track record in academics and work and work ethic. And Lloyd also, as a young man that I have a lot of time for. I worked with him years ago at Junior Achievement. He might have also been in the school debates as well. Mariah, you may have been in that as well. I'm not sure, but I just want to shout out both of you for being great role models, Mariah and Lloyd.
Yes, sir.
And Youth Flex, to say thank you all very much, and your organizers and sponsors. Keep up the good work, and happy 20th anniversary to Youth Flex and to all of our wonderful young people in the Cayman Islands and elsewhere. God bless, guys. Take care.
God bless you as well.
Thank you.
So much,
Thank you.
sir.
Thank you so much. You have us in the studio smiling from ear to ear. So thank you so much for that.
That means a lot. It really
has
does.
me feeling like a part of them honoring. And look at us sitting beside a Flex fam, even though she wasn't on the show.
Yeah, she sounds just like me, so we can pretend her.
Yeah, I think everyone knows that once you're in Youth Flex, your whole entire family
Absolutely
is part of Youth Flex. So yeah, let's.
So the next thing that we'd like to ask is, how would you compare Proud of Them now versus back then? I'm not gonna say back then because that makes you sound like you're old, but I mean, like, during your time.
That's still solid.
Wow.
When pretend like there's no shade in that.
All right, fix up the question. Fix
From
it.
when you received the award
Yes.
to current time.
Yes, we'll just be strategic with it.
All right, we already feel bad.
Well, one of the first things I can think of is, just the climate of this generation is a lot different. I think that you guys' generation have to deal with a lot more. At our age, at that point in 2014, Instagram, social media and stuff were still coming up at that point. It wasn't to the degree that it is now. It's like an absolute part of you guys' life every single day. You can't avoid Instagram or social media. And I just personally think your generation has to deal with a lot more eyes on you. You have a lot more pressure in all different spheres, not just school or academics. And there's just so much more going on, like so many opportunities. You have to decide, do I do this one? Do I do that one? You have to, budget your time, budget your availability. So I think that while our year in 2014 was definitely a big achievement, as the years go on, I'm just even more and more amazed at the young students that get this award, because I've been a judge for Proud of Them. I was actually, for the last round, I was the judge for it. And when you read some of these applications, it's mind-blowing. It really is, just to see how much they do, how dedicated they are, how much they go through. So I think that the young people are just getting stronger each year, and their achievements are getting stronger and even more excellent. So that's one way that I can think of the change. And I think the program itself is definitely growing too. We were actually just talking on the break that when me and Lloyd were awarded, we had a reception at the governor's house, which was a big deal for us to go to the governor's house.
Absolutely.
But nowadays, you guys are having full-on galas at the Ritz and different hotels on island and everything. So I'm glad that young people have that opportunity to get dressed up and feel very proud and just feel elegant and feel like they're a celebrity for a day. So I think that the program itself is also growing with the years, and that's amazing to see.
Yeah, and honestly, I think Mariah basically said it all in respect of the, achievements of the young people. I believe that those things will continue to grow because people continue to challenge themselves, right? And then as you see people achieving certain things, you perhaps might use that as your own benchmark to try and see if you can achieve something similar or even something better. And so with that, you will have some more competitive applications, and you'll have more things coming out of the applications, just more excellence coming out of that. And as Mariah mentioned, in terms of the development of the program generally, I noticed that even the billboards have upgraded. I was like, ooh, I like these new designs, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to the designer of the updated billboards. They look really nice and fresh. And also the reception to the gala, it's always an honorable experience going to the governor's house, but just also having the addition of the gala now is a really special moment, and it really goes to show the investment and the willingness of the Cayman Islands government to really recognize young people and to appreciate that even though the youth are young, you still ought to be clapped. You still ought to be supported, encouraged, and treated. Because sometimes you'll hear things, oh, you're young. Oh, you don't need to go to sleep, you're young, right? Like things like that. Oh, you're tired, but you're young. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of like,
wow.
You know, they really felt that. It was like you know?
Felt that
It's like, yeah, a lot of times people will say that. But you know what? The Proud of Them program is a way to say, you're young. You might be tired. Congratulations on your work this far. Keep it up. And I don't believe in the whole you're young, so why you tired? No, we get tired. Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? I get tired. And I am still young despite the back in the day. And you know, and the in your time. But yeah, so it's really just been development in so many respects. And as Mariah mentioned, I'm happy as well to see it, and I'm excited about what's to come, because you can't encourage young people too much. You can't give them too much to feel great and to feel like celebs, you know? So yeah, big up the Proud of Them program. I love it.
When you guys received your award, did you get anything else alongside it, like
We
cash?
know what you're asking. Yes, I was going to just say the word. We did. I think we can disclose that.
Yeah. We got a little shmoney, you know.
Just throwing it out there to encourage the one.
Yeah. So for the youth out there trying to be a Proud of Them honoree, I think they still do give cash, right? Yeah. Okay. So you will also get some shmoney with that, right? So you'll get some money. So which is a nice cash reward, and I think as young people we don't really want to have to go to our parents all the time, and it's a really great way just to help you to feel that much more independent, because at that stage in your life every mickle makes a muckle, right? And for me, because I remember I was calling the supermarket when I was like 11, 12 every year trying to find out, like, did they change the age for baggers? Like, I'm trying to bag so I can make some money, you know, and I think the age is 12, but it just goes to show, as when you're younger, the money is really important. I mean, it's important when you're older too, but you know, when you're young, you want some money so you can go to the movies, so you can buy your own food, so you can buy a cell phone, you know. But yeah, anyhow, the long and short of it all, you do get some cash.
So we are in our season of joy. Do you guys have anything that brings you joy?
Oh, this is a sweet question. So many things bring me joy. The first thing that comes to my mind is definitely my family. I am very close to my family. I have a big family, so they are definitely my source of joy in all respects. My little nephew, Mr. Aiden, he's not listening, but maybe one day he will. And of course, my parents have done so much for me. And like we were just talking about, my siblings, my sisters are definitely my best friends. And my brother, don't worry, I haven't forgotten about you. But that's my number one source of joy. It's definitely my family.
Yeah, and I'd say the same. My family is definitely my number one source of joy. And honestly, I do have a number of friends that I feel have become family as well. And so just having great friends around me with positive vibrations and encouragement and just such awesome inspiration, that also helped to bring me joy, because that's important, the environment in which we surround ourselves, because it can either be positive or negative. And so shout out to my family members and also to the great and special friends that I have around me. I love you all.
Thank you guys for coming on the show today. And just to wrap up, do you guys have any final comments or shout outs?
So many people to shout out. But my final comment would be similar to what Lloyd said earlier. I just want to say thank you to the Proud of Them program. We would not be the people we are today without that kind of recognition, especially from our whole country, our government. It means a lot. So thank you for helping us become the people that we are. Thank you to Youth Flex for hosting us. You guys are great hosts. It was fun. We had some good talks over the breaks. Hopefully you guys didn't hear any of it. And of course, shout out to my family. Shout out to all of my friends, shout out to all of my supporters, my sponsors, everyone who helped me during this K-Man. It's still fresh. He said I'm retired, but it's still kind of fresh. It's only been a week and a half.
I don't know if you saw Mariah's Instagram post the other day, but I saw it, and it was where it's basically something where, you know, she showed up with her crown. Like, yeah, she gave up her crown, but she still got her crown. She's going to let you know that.
Oh, was it the TikTok and, like, the red?
Yeah, the red.
Yes. It was funny. I loved it, too.
But yeah, shout out to everyone who has had any role to play in my life in getting me to the point that I am now. My teachers especially, like, we were nominated for academics, so of course they played a big role. So just thank you, and to everyone watching, thank you for tuning in and listening.
Yes, and I have to say as well, thank you to the Proud of Them program and everyone behind the program, and for continuing it. It is such a huge honor for the young people, and it's something that should continue and something that should continue to be developed. I am also very proud of the initiative and the difference that it makes in the community. And as for shout outs to friends and family, just want to say a special shout out to my mother Antoinette and all my friends out there and all the family members, and shout out to everyone who has supported me in any way, shape or form, whether it's just online or in person generally, or who have been encouraging and supporting me from afar. Thank you so much, because as I said a few times throughout this interview, we can't have too much inspiration and too much encouragement and support. So thank you to everyone who's contributed in my development and my achievements in any way. I'm really, really grateful. And thanks to the Youth Flex show for having us on. It's always such a delight coming and speaking to you all, and it really is a pleasure. And congratulations to you as well for doing this, because it is a huge step, and I know there are a lot of young people who would really get shy about sitting in front of microphones and so on. And
cameras.
Yes, exactly. All these cameras especially. And you will most certainly see even added, I guess, rewards from this very involvement later down the line. You're likely seeing them now, but you'll see even more later down the line, and it will amaze you. So congratulations to you, and thanks for having us on the show.
And our happy birthday, I guess you'd say. Congrats
happy
on the
birthday,
20th.
Youth Flex. Happy birthday to you.
Okay, I can't sing my chords. I'm just going to sing that part.
Big up Youth Flex.
Yeah. And I just want to say thank you both for coming on the show. It's been a pleasure. And Lloyd, this is your third time on the show since I've been host.
Yes.
It's always a pleasure to have you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So just a quick honorable mention before we sign off. I just want to say a big shout out. You probably can't hear, but a big shout out to Tarek Francis. He's past Youth Flex fam and a past host, and he's also a past Proud of Them honoree. He's actually in Paris at a culinary institute. I don't remember the name of the Cordon Bleu something. Yeah, Cordon Bleu Culinary Institute, something along those lines. I just want to congratulate him on a job well done and getting there. He told me that he was like the first Caribbean person to actually go there, I believe he said. So I just want to congratulate him on that, and I wish you the best there in Paris.
Awesome.
And Alejandro as well.
Oh yes, and Alejandro also past Flex
and a past Proud of Them honoree.
Yep, past.
He got the highest in something at UCCI.
Wow.
I believe he got the highest in academics in his degree that he did.
Wow,
yes. Amazing. And also RJ, our past camera guy, he went to Wales last Thursday to do his bachelor's, I believe, in computer science. Oh. And also Mohindra, she's also a past Flex fam. She's gone off to Europe as well. I don't know where exactly, but she's gone off to somewhere in Europe. To Switzerland. There we go. Switzerland. Wow. So we're all over the globe. We're in Paris,
awesome.
Wales, and the States. We're all over everywhere. Just want to congratulate you guys on a job well done and a continuous job as well.
Congratulations, everybody.
Well, thank you for joining us on Youth Flex. I'm your host, Chanel, with my co-host, Deidre. Shout out to our guests, Miss Mariah Tibbetts and Mr. Lloyd Barker.
Shout out to Radio Cayman for their work on sound and boards, Mr. Will Sinatra, DJ Lynn, and DJ Silver Fox. Shout out to Conrad for the live YouTube feed. Also, special shout out to our Youth Flex crew, Jared Miles on Youth Flex socials and community service, our musical director, Jesse Watler, Soraya Ramjeet on Youth Flex news desk, Mikhail McLaughlin, our promo director, and the 100+ Flex family all over the globe.
Thanks to SIFA, Cayman Insurance Center, UE Open Campus, Train with Dre, and Superior Auto for sponsoring the Super Jam. And to you, our listeners, for tuning in every Wednesday from 4 to 5 for Youth Flex on 89.9 FM. Join us again next Wednesday for Youth Flex's Season of Joy. Until then, this is your host, Chanel Martinez, saying, smile now, laugh later.
Together around the world.
International Heat Wednesday.
Hey, yo, big wave. Tell them I come. Small time alongside JW. My bestie and your bestie sit down by the fire. Your bestie says she want parties, so can we make these flames go higher? Talking about hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now. I go, ane. Chucking more fina, anane. Chucking more fina, ane. Start my truck, let's all jump in. Here we go together. Nice cool breeze and big palm trees. I tell you, life don't get no better. Talking about hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now. I go, ane. Chucking more fina, anane. Chucking more fina, ane. Okay, your mama ngwele. Step on the dancing floor. Hips be winding, DJ rewinding. Take it to the island way. Okay, your baby mama. Put on your dancing shoes. One drop it, pop it low now. Take it to the max now. Jam in the small jam way. Jam in the small jam way. My bestie and your bestie dancing by the fire. Your bestie says she want parties, so can we make these flames go higher? Talking about hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now. I go, ane. Chucking more fina, anane. Chucking more fina, ane. Let me take it from here. Solomon girl straight up, right hoochie mama. Make we party non-stop in a island banda. Swing those